work. Good work, team.
Hey guys, I'm in Wichita, Kansas at a robotics competition. There are about 23 teams here getting ready to compete. On my right, you can see all the teams and the students preparing the robots, getting ready for the competition. And then on the other side, you can see where they're going to actually compete. There's an obstacle course, there's a judge table, and then you have a bunch of people getting ready to watch. So I'm in Wichita getting ready to witness this tournament. It's a best tournament, and so these are high school students, some middle school students. So I'm looking forward to this. Let's see what happens.
The basic requirement this year is they build windmills, and the challenge is to pick up the windmill parts and take them across from the supply area into the build area, and then put the windmills together, the blades or the hubs.
As you can see, there's a robot behind me. One of the teams is practicing just before the tournament, just trying to refine the robot, trying to get used to the controls, because the obstacle course is pretty complicated. So they're just making sure that they can handle the robot as best as possible.
Where's the man? Who's supposed to go negotiate with Ando? Is there now?
Hey guys, I'm with Ambassadors for Christ Academy, and they're getting ready to compete. They're sitting down, talking, strategizing, or most of the strategy has been done already, but they're just getting ready. So what's your name?
Martin Long.
Martin Long?
Yes, sir.
And you're with Ambassadors for Christ Academy?
Yes, sir.
So what do you do with the robot? What's your responsibility?
I'm part of the pit crew. I sit in the pit and do a checkup after every game, then make sure like everything's in place, like batteries charging and tools.
So how long have you been involved in the robotics program?
I've been an apprentice for about 2 or 3 years, and this is my first year as the combat team.
Oh, cool. Okay. So what's the combat team?
The combat team is the team that, like the apprentices just kind of hang out, but the combat team is the one who actually makes the plans, goes on the trips, and actually, like, everyone participates, but the combat team is the team who, like, drives, has jobs for each separate thing, and can stay in the pit.
Okay, cool. So behind me, they're registering a robot, making sure that it fits the dimensions for the tournament. Every robot is measured and registered before the beginning of the tournament just to make sure that it has completed the requirements.
Okay, we're ready.
So they're competing right now behind me. There are 4 teams, and they have their robots going through the obstacle course. The refs are watching. You got to be real careful you don't hit the boundary line because that can cost you 30 points. How's your team doing?
Our team is doing very well. We've had 2 good runs. We still have 4 to go in the preliminaries. And then we have the semifinals, 3 rounds, and then the final 3 rounds. It looks to me like there's only 2 teams that can do close to everything. It's us and Wichita Homeschool Warriors.
So you think it's going to come down to you guys?
It's going to be neck and neck in the finals.
Yeah. So have teams been competing more, or they've been teaming up a lot?
There's been a lot of cooperation. But mostly because it doesn't really matter. Yeah. At this stage. It doesn't matter. So thinking might change in the semis or the finals. So we won't know until it's actually the finals. So here's Isaac. I want to introduce Isaac. Right here. There's a fellow. There you go. There's a man from China. What town you in from China? What town you live in China? What? Shanghai? Shanghai. Oh, there you go. See, this is a good place to store all your gold, you know, overseas. Because then the United States government can't confiscate it. It'll be in a vault in Shanghai. Got that? Right. Yeah.
I got the Wichita Homeschool Warriors behind me. Yeah, they're excited. Their team just went out a few minutes ago, did well, so they're having some fun.
This is the max possible that you can get. They had time left over. That was so good. You been thinking about it?
I'm just the coach.
Are you losing sleep on it?
No, I'm not losing any sleep.
Not losing any sleep.
Well, we're about halfway through the tournament right now, and it has been a lot of fun so far. Teams are doing well overall, but it seems like a couple teams are starting to rise to the top. There was one perfect score that Ambassadors for Christ Academy had. They did a perfect job. They did all that they needed to do through the course. So they're doing good. I think they're going to be in the finals. What got you into robots, Benjamin?
I wanted to do it mostly because my brother did it, see how I would like it, and when I started I had a lot of fun the first year, so I figured I'd just keep doing it until I can.
Yeah. So what do you specialize in, the programming or the building of the robot?
I worked in the programming. Richie and I programmed a lot of it. I do the rules czar, so I'm responsible for knowing all the rules and keeping up to date with the Q&A as they change rules in the game. And I'm a pit bull, so I gotta keep the robot maintained correctly, make sure all the batteries are charged, the claw works, everything turns correctly.
Cool. Awesome. Hey, Garrett.
Hi.
How long have you been in robotics?
I've been doing best for 4 years.
Really? Yep. What got you started?
Mostly my brothers. They've been doing it for a while, and I thought it would be a great way to build stuff.
Cool. So this is your robot right here.
Yes.
Back up a little bit, so maybe I need to back up. That's a pretty good looking robot.
Yes.
Well, so what do you want to do after you're done with high school? Do you want to stay in robotics, or are you going to do something else?
I'm thinking of going to WSU to study engineering.
Really? What kind of engineering?
I'm not sure yet. Yeah. Probably something with either robotics or drawing.
That's really good.
Yeah.
So did robotics kind of get you interested in engineering?
Oh, definitely. Yes.
Awesome. Tell me about your robot.
Alright, well, this is Ducky.
Ducky.
We call him Ducky because the colors. From the front, it kind of looks like he has a bill.
So the effector's right here, the manipulator is right here. Do you guys, is that the way you call it, or?
We call this the arm.
The arm, okay. And there's the brain right there.
Yes.
So it looks like a really rough I mean, it's sturdy.
Yes.
So what was the hardest part about building this robot?
Hardest part about building this robot probably would be hiding all these wires through the tubes. As you see, we've had to tape these up so they don't get scratched up and stuff. That's why we had to take out the servos. And then we have all of our controllers, our servo controllers and motor controllers up underneath this. So they're hidden and out of the way so it looks good.
Yeah, it certainly does look good. It definitely caught my eye when I was walking around.
That's what we go for.
Yeah.
The claw is for better efficiency with the picking up the chickens, put them to the habitat. The scoop is for helping pick up the blades and easy placing into it. The pulley system is to make the arm go up and down. There's two small motors and then the wheel is powered by big motors.
Tell me about your robot here.
We built this about like a week and a half ago, and we named it the Chicken Destroyer because part of our strategy is where we kind of knock the chickens over out of the way, and then we go across, or we get a blade and then we go across, put it in the large to sell.
Cool. So it's an alligator, it looks like.
Yeah. One of our girls on our team just kind of decided to decorate it.
Cool. So what powers it? How many motors does it have?
We have the two large motors for the wheels, so we can get more power and I guess kind of go faster, and then we have these this motor turns and pulls this string up, and then it lifts the arm. This is our counterweight, and it helps that go too. And then these are the servos, and every time we press the button, where's the controller?
Servos right here.
Every time we press the bottom button, they activate and they go down like that, and then every time we press the top button, they just swing up like that.
Cool.
And then we have grip under here so we can grab the blades.
So what got you into robotics, Abe?
Kind of tinkering around in my friend's basement with like just kind of like RC cars and stuff. We went to like Make ICT, it's like a makerspace in Wichita.
Okay, yeah.
And we were just taking apart RC cars and the motors from them, attaching them to different things. And we just kind of in freshman year, they had an announcement for it, so we decided we'd try it out, and it's really fun. It's a good opportunity for engineering and stuff like that.
Cool. So do you feel like you're a lot more competent now in electronics and...
Yeah, definitely. It's a good experience.
Cool.
I started my freshman year, so this is my 4th year.
So what do you want to do in college?
I haven't decided. I'm either going to do engineering or chemistry because I really liked when I took the class, and I find it fascinating. So I joined robotics because I thought I might end up wanting to be an engineer, so I thought I'll try it for 1 year, see if I like it. I still kind of like it, but I really like just like hanging out with these people because I really like them. They're enjoyable. And it helped me realize that I actually do like engineering, so it's helped it become a better option for college.
So Hudson, how long have you been doing robots for?
This is my 3rd year on the team.
Okay. Yeah. So what's the hardest part about building a robot?
The hardest part about building a robot is fixing the problems, because as easy as you might think, oh, the wheels are wobbly, so we'll fix them. If you have a design flaw, then you almost have to rebuild the wheels in order to get them going again.
You know, you started out, it sounds like in Best.
Yeah.
Would you recommend Best or just whatever's
totally
around the area?
Best. Oh yeah, and you don't just have to be an engineering student, you don't have to just be interested in math and science. I mean, the whole other side of Best is the marketing side of it. If you're creative, you love to draw. I mean, I'm the team leader. But I'm not much of a robot guy. I've learned a lot this year, but in the past, I mean, like, creativity is my thing. That's the pieces that I've brought to the table, and from that I've also learned some other stuff.
So it sounds like you don't have to be like a nerd on the electronics or understand engineering. If you're creative like you are, you can have a place on a robotics team.
Oh yeah, and what's really cool is creative people come and they learn about engineering. Engineering people come and they learn about creativity. So it's super cool.
So Hudson, what do you want to do after high school?
After high school, I'm not entirely sure, but I'm thinking about biological science.
interesting. Yeah. And you can apply a lot of different areas to robotics.
Oh yeah.
But it sounds like that you're using robotics to kind of do something else in the future. I noticed that that's what a lot of people do as well. They're interested and it gets them interested in something else.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, thank you.
Well, thank you so much.
Yeah. So, what's your job in the robotics team?
I'm a driver. Just sit around, just drive every now and then. Sounds good.
So, Richie, what's your role on the robotics team?
I'm a driver, and I also build some of the parts, and I help with programming a little bit.
Okay. So, do you drive every other round, or how many rounds do you drive?
I drive about one out of every 4 rounds because there's 4 drivers.
Seems like it's a lot of pressure to drive and steer just right.
Yeah, it is a lot of pressure, but I still think it's fun.
Yeah.
I like doing it.
Hey Jennifer, so how long have you been involved in robotics?
2 years.
So what would you recommend for students watching, maybe other girls that don't know if they like robotics, but what are the benefits to getting involved?
You learn a lot of life skills that you can use later, and it's a lot of fun. And especially you can meet a lot of people. If you're not in it for learning, you can at least meet people. And it's just lots of fun. You should at least try it. I'm sure you'll enjoy it.
Does it build confidence?
Yeah, I think it does. I think it's really, like, you may be shy at first, but then after you're done, you're like, okay, yeah, let's just go do it.
The parabolic drive controls the arm, which still works, thankfully. The wheels are controlled by arcade drive, which is linear, so it starts, it doesn't go for a bit, and then there's this jump in power that you can't really avoid. So it's not very precise, but it's fast, and that's what we're used to, so we're not going to change it currently.
Okay, here they come. Let's cheer on. Cheer for them.
Everything going according to the plan?
Yeah. Game doesn't start till the finals. Okay.
So we're
So it's yellow.
Yellow.
It goes 1, 2,
You're
3, 4.
on our left.
So
So you cooperate with us, and then we'll cooperate.
Sounds good. We'll do that.
So you trust me, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Sort of.
Okay, it's the finals.
Yep,
You guys ready?
we're ready.
What's your game plan?
Well, we're going to cooperate with Wichita Homeschool. They'll be on our left one time and they'll be on our right one time. So the bonuses will balance out. So we'll have an even bonus, but we'll be ahead of everybody else.
Okay, cool. We'll see. Now, finals.
It is the finals.
What's your game plan?
It's their game plan, not mine. The game plan is to win.
I heard you guys were teaming up early on.
I believe that they're teaming up.
Yeah.
I think that's what's going to happen.
Good.
Yep.
It's the finals. Any comments? What's your game plan?
Well, Wichita Homeschool agreed. They're on our left the first round and on our right the second round, and we're going to cooperate both times. And if we do both successfully, we gain 200 points on the other two teams.
Okay. Yeah.
And then we're also going to cooperate with whoever's on our right. If we succeed, which we have so far, they gain 150 to our 50.
Okay.
So we're giving them an extra 100.
Yeah.
And our strategy is we think that's okay because we have enough ability to score more.
Now,
And
Mr.
we can afford to give them an extra 100 points.
Red? Nope, I'm sorry, wrong part. What other color?
We're cooperating with them.
Red and blue.
Red and blue.
Thank you.
All right.
All right.
Last round, I think.
Last round. Yep. It'll be interesting to see.
See what happens. Of course, we have no idea what the score is.
No.
What you guys think?
That was good.
Think you won?
Yeah, we think we won. What if we got second place? You're like, yeah, we won. It's like by 1 point we lost.
So our last 3 drivers in the finals did as good as could be done with their robot. They got every point that they could get, left nothing over. So we're happy.
Against your usual
Last
nature.
year we used more plywood. You guys used all PVC.
Yeah, that's right. We had
Now
that
we
same.
switched.
So who won?
So eventually you guys.
We don't know yet. You don't have like idea?
Well, it's almost over.
Prelims are always so just laid back. It's going, when's the next round?
When the finals come, there's chaos.
Chaos.
That's
Actually,
the
no,
part
there's chaos for 4
gives the
teams. Everyone
coaches
else-
nervous breakdowns, heart attacks. Well, I couldn't be happier. So we had the perfect outcome. It was a really intense competition. It was nip and tuck with Wichita Homeschool the whole way, as we thought it would be. And our drivers came through with 3 perfect rounds, as good as they could do. So I was really happy for them and for us. And so now we get to go to the regionals and see what happens to get to do it all over again.
Yeah, well, first place, congratulations. Your team did excellent. It was
Missed
fun
call.
watching you guys.
Never mind. All right.
Not me. I got to bed by about 11 last night.
Oh, yeah.
It's up at 5, you know.
Oh, yeah, no problem.
No problem, man.